Did you know your amazing body has a mechanism that can use scent to help you lose excess body fat, lower blood pressure, reduce tension, stress, anxiety, help you gain weight if needed, gain muscle mass, heal, improve sleep, mood, fertility, pretty much any health, wellness, or fitness goal you want to achieve? Today, we're layering on yet another amazingly simple focused action that leverages how your body works, setting you up to achieve your goal. Scents can calm you, invigorate you, elicit memories, even prompt you to take action. It's true. There is no nonsense in that statement. I just couldn't resist. Just like last week when I signed off sharing with you that I thought this week you would be nodding your head thinking, this makes sense. The typo was intended. Today, the 8th technique that adds no time to your current focused action, we are adding scent to your arsenal of simple self-care tools, which is another passive technique. Meaning, the only effort you need to expend is having your choice of scent within your nose's reach. Astonishingly simple for the payoff you'll receive. Most of us can easily relate to how scent can transport us to a different place and time immediately. How a whiff of something can remind us of our grandmother's house, school years, friends, families, different geographical places we've visited, and how the smell of smoke can set off an alarm, our stress response, so we can get out of danger. So we know scent impacts us and can spur us into action immediately. We want to leverage that. We want to layer on scent into our daily routine. Your scent, another amazing mechanism that your body has that is way underutilized. And so that you can take advantage of this ridiculously simple self-care tool, today I'm sharing with you how, of course, your body's set up to use scent in a way that helps you achieve your goal, a quick request to avoid certain types of scents, and I'll explain why, and the science so you can feel confident today's focused action works and motivates you to layer it on to your AM wake up happy and PM calm relaxed sleep tools that you're already using. Your sense of smell is set up for the same reason your other mechanisms that I've shared with you are set up in your body, to keep you alive. Over these past few weeks, I think it's becoming clearer to you that your body's biggest influencer, the 3 organs we are focused on first, work in a way that's pretty much like a dimmer switch when it comes to your stress hormone regulation, moving upward or downward, tightening the amount of hormone pumped into your bloodstream. Envisioning your stress hormone this way as a dimmer switch can make your self-care simpler in many ways. You can move through your day focused on kind of one overarching question. Is this instructing my body to put out more stress hormone or less, and which do I want? Remembering more or less can both be good, dependent on your current situation, time of day, and physiological need. Scent is one of the external influencers that you can use to adapt that dimmer switch in the direction that's best for you. Last time in Wake Up Happy, I shared with you how your stress hormone does more than set you up for fight, flight, or freeze. It also determines your awake and sleep rhythm, your focus, your energy. It literally impacts the workings of all your systems. We've already put in place 6 fabulously simple self-care tools that are supporting the optimization of your body's stress hormone. We've covered a few internal cascades and began using 4 inherent body tools to influence your stress and relaxation loops. These tools are already helping your body reduce its stress loop's tendency to pump out excess hormone. Then we layered on sound to strengthen your relaxation loop while you sleep. And then a minuscule amount of movement. We began training in the morning to encourage the uptick of your stress hormone curve. We are training it in a way to become more optimal. All the techniques are simple. The PM relaxed sleep takes no time out of your day at all. It's so simple you fall asleep using it. And as you continue to use it, you'll produce exponential results. You've begun dedicating a few minutes each morning now to train what we called your optimal cortisol curve, the slide shape that I shared, depicting your optimal stress hormone output over a 24-hour period. When it comes to our 3 organs, this HPA axis section, the biggest influencer of all, that's our goal, optimizing your stress hormone curve. Why? Because it has the biggest influence on your body 24 hours a day. And when you have that optimized, everything else responds more efficiently and effectively. Many hurdles are taken out of your way. We have a few more weeks of focusing on what we can do to optimize and strengthen your biggest influencer, and today is the day that we add scent. We are taking no additional time. It's another one of our body's amazing internal mechanisms that we can influence passively externally. If you are new here, today's video is a part of a series called 52 Weeks of Self-Care with Mo, where we layer on 52 simple, effective self-care actions that take mere moments each day, with the end goal of setting your body up to achieve your goal, whatever that goal may be. When you're done with this video, It's Your Year for Self-Care provides a quick overview of how our weekly focused actions will help you succeed. You can receive each video in this series in the order by subscribing to SimplifySelfCare.com Sunday emails, where you'll get the videos along with their transcripts, additional tips and tools like the free PM Calm Sleep app. My hope is that it's your year for self-care and that you stick around and subscribe. Returnees, I'm impressed with each passing week that you've shown up. I would love to hear what prompted you to make this year your year for self-care. What your struggles are, hurdles, and what was your pivotal point when you decided it was time for you to take care of yourself. I applaud your commitment, and I'm 100% positive you will do more for your body than ever before. I enjoy and welcome hearing from you along your journey, sharing your results and sticking points. Your emails and comments help tailor these videos. Lastly, I skipped thanking those of you who hit the like button last time, and I apologize for that oversight. I want to take a moment to thank you. It is important because we, again, saw 2 of the sleep videos now being suggested by YouTube to others. Over the upcoming weeks and months, it'll be the likes, the subscribes, and the comments that will help YouTube suggest more of the videos to others. So thank you for helping me reach those who are looking. I appreciate that. Now, the beauty and power of the right scent at the right time. Here's how your body is set up to use scent to help you achieve your goal. Like sound, scents have a direct connection to your brain. They are able to support amping up of your stress loop or stimulating your relaxation loop, depending on what they are, what the situation is, as well as the time of day. Now, can you guess how scent is able to trigger your stress loop and relaxation loop? Yeah, your vagus nerve. Here's a picture of what the mechanism our body has looks like. And a little research quote. Responsive neurons are located in the periglomerular layer of the olfactory bulb. These results suggest the existence of a vagus nerve olfactory bulb pathway. That means the organ we pick up the smell with and our vagus nerve have a direct pathway. Scent signals our vagus nerve. In Use Sound to Strengthen Your Relaxation Loop, I showed you how being able to stimulate your vagus nerve gives you amazing influence, and how a strong vagal tone helps your relaxation loop to be a better match to your stress loop. As well, how your vagus nerve provides a super fast way of signaling your organs, so you can have a direct response. We are able to toggle our stress hormone dimmer switch in the direction we want it to go with scent. Scent makes it to your vagus nerve when you inhale through your nose, bringing in the oxygen you take into your body. The air you breathe in passes by your olfactory nerves, transmitting nerve impulses of odor from the air you inhale to the olfactory bulb. And that olfactory bulb has a direct pathway to your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve has super quick access to your organs. Your olfactory bulb sends information to the other areas of your body using your vagus nerve. And some of those odors take a direct route to regions of your brain that are related to your emotions and memory. Using scent gives you 2 payoffs. The first, the immediate messaging to your organs and immediate emotional response. The second, which shouldn't be overlooked or underestimated, the memory mechanism. So over time, consistent use of your chosen scent can create a stronger and stronger positive connection. And this can result in making that scent a resource that helps reduce your excess stress loop very quickly. The same holds true for training that we are presently doing each AM and PM. Even though it's mere moments, every technique you are using is strengthening your relaxation loop, rebalancing the stress and relaxation loop dynamic. We are packing in a whole lot of positive support to your body in mere minutes each day. Very efficient, very effective, and all have exponential payoff. That is powerful, simple self-care. Today's inclusion of scent is a fantastic simple tool to add to your toolbox. Think how handy such a simple tool like scent can be. Have a rough day? Use your scent on the way home. In an emergency where you need to be calm, have presence and focus, use the scent of your choice. Being tested by others or your children? Regroup, level off your mood by using your chosen scent. Ultimately, having a quick triggered scent is yet another mechanism to reduce your inflammation, because you'll be better and better at short-circuiting the typical scenario of having too much stress hormone sticking around for too long. The exponential payoff, reducing your excess stress hormone, cuts down wear and tear on your body. We age better. The more you rid yourself of unnecessary wear and tear on your body, the better off your body will be. Plus, achieving your goal, whatever that goal may be, becomes not only easier to attain, but easier to maintain, because you're removing the hurdles that easily trip you up in the past. How cool is that? Another amazing body mechanism you can influence. Today, we will choose two scents. One we know lifts our mood, and the other a scent that we know calms us. It is so cool, and at the same time, mind-boggling how much is going on in our body that we don't ever have to think about until that mechanism is impaired. Then it's scary. Which brings me to my request. If we follow the mechanism of how a scent gets in a bit further, it'll help you understand my request of how I'd like you to choose your scent. So the air we went through that you breathe in, it continues down your lungs, moving through tubes that look like tree branches, getting smaller and smaller until it reaches a little bulb-like sac where the oxygen is able to move into your bloodstream, that it can get to your cells. All your cells. Breathing scents in through our nose is nothing short of amazing, but there's a circumstance our body has that is less than optimal. That is our filtering of the air that we are taking in. The little hairs in our nose, they're there to help us filter some larger molecules out, but they're just not great for filtering all we breathe in these days. We have so much we're pumping out into the air that we breathe in, it ends up bypassing the filter that we do have. What we need to be aware of is that even if we like a scent, we have to make sure that it's not damaging the mechanism of how we deliver oxygen to our cells. Scents happen to go through that same pathway. So what we want to make sure is that the scents that we're taking in are safe. So just because we like the smell of something, we have to make sure it's not just pleasant, but safe. This relates directly to what we're working on, and I bet you can guess, before I even say it, what it's related to. When molecules of scent are synthetic, they're damaging to our cells. And that damage causes our body to trigger the inflammatory response. That inflammatory response is going to call on our stress loop. Because your nose isn't set up to filter all the little tiny molecules we now have in our air indoors, we want to mindfully add scent that is safe. My request is to ask you to please avoid synthetic scents. Please protect your body's mechanism that delivers scent to your brain, organs, and bloodstream. To prevent your body from being damaged, I'm asking you to avoid harmful small particles, gases, the volatile organic compounds, VOCs, in the air that we breathe as well. So please, no synthetic man-made scents, perfumes, or candles. What we want you to do is choose a scent that is free from toxins, so the air that travels into your nose can positively impact your olfactory nerves, your olfactory bulb, your brain receiving and getting the mood boost you want. We want to make sure it benefits all your body, including your lungs, brachial branches. It's little sacs where the molecules pass into your bloodstream, traveling throughout your body, which of then is impacting all the cells and all your systems. So to drive home the importance of choosing the right scents to include in this week's focus action, I offer this one research quote. Some VOCs are trapped by the kidneys, heart, brain, and bones, or are neutralized by our immune system, which attacks foreign bodies and stores them in our immune cell. Some of the pollutants do reach the placenta and the fetus and can even penetrate our brains. Once they have penetrated our organs, it appears that these foreign bodies cannot be eliminated. This means that they accumulate, creating chronic and continuous low-level inflammation that has a negative impact on our health. Fact: synthetic scents emit VOCs. The inflammation caused by scent can be a silent intruder, and inflammation can wreak havoc on your body, including your brain. So again, for you, especially if you have little ones that are around, bathing them in scented baths, lotions, the detergents that you're using for their clothes, not only are they impacting you, but they're impacting them exponentially. Where you can, please eliminate synthetic scents, your dryer sheets, the ones in your home, your cleaners, detergents, shampoos, air fresheners that are in your car, your office, as much as possible. You have enough exposure to VOCs that you can't smell already, and that's enough for your body to process. Synthetic scents are often one of the many invisible hurdles that keep us from achieving our health, wellness, and fitness goals. I'll make an entire video about that in the future, but I'm bringing it up quickly now because I'm asking you to choose scents for this focused action. We want to use scent, but scent that will positively impact your body, not add to its load. So when it comes to adding the positive impact of scent, here are a few ideas of where to choose your scents from. Food is an example. Citrus, many find it uplifting. Herbs or spices, I keep fresh rosemary around as often as I can. Unfortunately, it often dies on me, but each season, bring it home, have it in the kitchen, in my bathroom, and in my office. It's a scent that definitely helps lift my mood immediately. Fresh fragrant flowers, obviously only if you don't have allergies to them. Beeswax candles have a natural scent that is safe. I use them at breakfast, in my office, throughout the day. On many of you, I have an entire article on the non-toxic candles, and I'll place the link below. Then there's organic essential oils, which in my opinion are the easiest of all options. They're widely available. For me, beyond my candles, citrus, and rosemary, I use essential oils daily. Lemon often in the morning in lieu of citrus, and evenings lavender, sometimes eucalyptus. For my husband, it's peppermint in the AM, and in the evening he spritzes peppermint in the sauna, as he says, mit Pfefferminz bin ich dein Prinz, which makes me laugh. And this consistent little routine over time, his peppermint along with his little saying, has developed into a scent that brings a smile to my face. And I bet you know what that does for my body. Yes, it helps calm my stress loop. I can't smell peppermint without thinking of him saying, mit Pfefferminz bin ich dein Prinz. This is the second benefit I referred to a minute ago. This scent and its association has created a positive physiological response for me. It's called anchoring. And we're going to delve into that tool a bit more either next time or the video after that, because actually I think next time we'll be heading into HPA axis in your muscles. So we're ready for transition into our 3 muscles. Recap, and then we'll get to the supportive science. Adding scent is a passive way to be layering on an additional positive support. What we place in the air of our homes enters and impacts our body through our olfactory vagus nerve and brain pathway, a core way our body works to protect us from VOC's inflammation. So chronic exposure sets our body into that chronic inflammatory response, and it'll start destroying our tissues instead of protecting them. So we are avoiding toxic scents. It's important to include non-toxic safe scents. Safe scents will provide you the physiological and psychological benefits, at the same time protecting and caring for yourself and your family. Our exposure to the plethora of synthetic smells that we pump into our environments, the dryer sheets, cleaning products, personal products, outgassing of clothes, materials, on and on, can cause us an inflammatory response we don't want without us ever knowing. This informs our stress loop that we need help. Over and over, this causes stress hormone to stick around for too long. Inflammation becomes chronic. When it comes to our children, babies, little ones, or even older, and your animals, the scents in our homes are too much. We want to be cognizant of the fact that scents can do good and scents can do bad. That's why to avoid the synthetics. Low concentration odors affect central nervous system activity even when undetected. Individuals who frequently experience ambient air pollution, especially by the way of fine particles, also seem to have lower bone mass levels. The link between poor air quality and poor bone health could be due to the oxidative stress and inflammation caused by air pollution. Now, the research on how it works. Smells are handled by the olfactory bulb, the structure in the front of the brain that sends information to the other areas of the body's central command for further processing. Odors take a direct route to the limbic system, including the amygdala and the hippocampus, the regions related to emotion and memory. The olfactory signals travel quickly to the limbic system. That's the part of the brain that supports a variety of functions for you, including your emotions, behavior, long-term memory, and smell. Fragrances directly and or indirectly affect the psychological and physiological conditions of humans. The sense of smell plays an important role in the physiological effects of mood, stress, and working capacity. Both physical and mental states become more stable and relaxed after inhalation of essential oil in the experimental group in contrast to the control group. Studies in laboratory animals and humans have demonstrated that inhalation of essential oils can produce antidepressant by modulating the central nervous system. Lavender oil inhalation is also effective in reducing stress-related symptoms in nurses. This week's focused action. First, go with adding scent to your PM, so you'll get more payoff because you'll be exposed to it longer. Take a few moments throughout your day to identify scents that you recognize calm you. Acquire that scent, as with my example of the rosemary plant or the essential oils. When it comes to the plant, I run my fingers through it or even use a sprig by my pillowcase. When it comes to the essential oils, be sure that you're using non-synthetic oils, which you may have to play around with because when you get the real ones, you might think that doesn't smell like lavender because you're so used to the synthetic ones. That happened to me with a couple of the scents. Use your chosen scent each night with the PM Relax Sleep routine. Then, in the next days, identify a scent or two that you notice invigorates you. Use that first thing in the AM with your AM routine or right after you complete it. Lastly, if you're really eager to implement scent's inherent power, you can add it throughout your day. Place your scent on your desk, in your home, or even in your pocket or your car so you can easily use it to reduce stress or provide a bit of an uplift. Foods, flowers, non-toxic essential oils, non-toxic scented candles can all be implemented and layered into your AM and PM efforts as simple, easy, passive, focused action. The most energy you need to expend is to make the decision what scent invigorates you, which one calms you. Love to know what you've chosen, especially if there's a story behind it. I'm always so fascinated in the scents and stories people have linked to them. Scent offers us a way to conjure up positive psychological and physiological benefits. Scent is a simple, very simple tool you can use throughout your day that is supportive of your body and your goals. That's a wrap. I hope you have a sensational week.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push your limits with you right now. Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push your